Hello. Today is about body shape, social norms, shame, and empowerment. I want to start with a personal story today. I was just 28 years old when I was shopping with my at the time boyfriend, and I wanted to buy some hot pants because it was summer. It was in Berlin. It was really hot. And he said, I would advise you to not buy these hot pants. I was like, why? And he said, sorry to break that to you, but you have cellulitis on your legs. And first, I reacted as probably a lot of women would react. I was really shocked. I was like, oh my God, I'm only 28. It was even before my 2 pregnancies, right? 28. When were we 28, right? And then he said, well, don't worry, honey. 80% of women have cellulitis. And then I was getting so angry. If 80% of women, of normal women, I'm not talking about models or like stuff that was Photoshop, like real women actually have cellulitis, why would that keep me from wearing hot pants? Like, what the fuck is wrong with this society? I was really, really angry. I told him also to never criticize my body again. That's not his job, whatever. Anyway, so what I wanted to point out with this story is like, what is real for women also going through all these changes of age, of pregnancy, like being like super big, which is a superpower, right? Cellulitis actually tells the story of women are able to expand, to have actually human being inside, right? And then go back again and all that stuff. And that is on one hand something that is real, and on the other hand, it's judged. Like you shouldn't have you should have a flat belly no matter the age, and so on and so on and so on. And no wrinkles. Like you can like obviously grow older, but no wrinkles, obviously, no fat, obviously. And that is really, really crushing and so unnecessary. What it means is that usually we women accumulate so much pain and so much judgment, like often starting with our own moms and aunts and in school, like we accumulate so much judgment in our lives about our body that at some point a lot of women can't even stand naked in front of a mirror or do like a before picture if they want to go on a health journey or whatever, which is really, really painful. It's hard to look at the real body and love it just the way it is, the shape it is, the way it is. So today, I want to invite you to a little experiment. And therefore, I want you to think of an animal that you like. And when you imagine the perspective of that animal, maybe it's a dog, maybe it's a bird, maybe it's a tiger. Does that animal ever think about their belly fat or their shape? Do they ever like pull the belly in and breathe more shallow to have like maybe sides less? Do they ever think about their wrinkles, their whatever is going on with their body that would be judged by society? Probably they don't, right? Most probably they don't. So I would like you to feel into the freedom that an animal has that is not judged. And how would you like breathe and sit and move and feel yourself if you were in that position without all these restricting thoughts and judgment that you learned from all these people that maybe or may not meant well, right? Yes, we do have a certain body size right now, and that body size, it tells a story. That body size tells the story probably that we are not models, that we didn't like starve ourselves for a long time and like focus on that. It probably tells other stories. For me, for example, it's like the story, like after my first pregnancy, it told the story of a lot of stress and an unhappy marriage and the coping mechanism of eating a lot of food, also against the nausea, like chocolate chip cookies and all that stuff. Of course that had an effect. And the question is, can we feel our bodies like a not judged being would look into the mirror and just say, okay, I feel myself from within. I breathe. I'm just a being. I'm fine. And yes, when I look at my body, I see that I gave birth to 2 kids, that I was like super big and then super small, and my breasts were super big and then super small. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. For other women, it's like having like a very unhealthy and painful relationship with food. So they grew bigger. Maybe you feel big right now. Fine. It's a story of pain, and it's a story of eating a lot. And that doesn't mean that we have to stay that way. But right now, I want to invite you to have a non-judgmental, but more like, okay, this is what I look like right now because that's my story approach. And feel more what you feel within, and actually how nice it feels to go with bare feet over the grass, or drink a cup of warm tea, and like have an approach in everyday life that is more out of the feeling space, more out of the sensory experience space. And of course, we can like look out for more nutritious food and more movement, but from a loving, supporting perspective where we say, okay, let's see, instead of the chocolate chip cookies, maybe we get the strawberries. And strawberries are really delicious, so let's do something with that. It also is very pleasurable, because I personally think pleasure in food is very important, but it doesn't hurt our body. And that is stuff we can do, but not because we are wrong or we can't look at each other. Well, that's the thing. Each other is not even the topic. Like, we usually don't have a problem looking at our best friend, knowing what she all went through having that type of body, right? But looking at us and saying, yes, this is the age I'm at. This is the story I had with food. And it's okay. It's just a status quo right now. And I'm okay to see myself the way I am right now. And also go more towards feeling myself from within and not denying myself of breathing and taking space with the same like positive ignorance that an animal would do that. So my impulse for the day is just go through day like your dog, your cat, the bird, or whatever what goes through the day. And if you want to change something for your body, do it for your body, but not because I'm wrong, my body should be different, but like, okay, I want to try something else. I want to move more, but I also want to do it out of joy, right? And allow yourself to be the way you are right now without getting fearful that it always has to stay that way. Of course not. We can change, but not because we're wrong. Because if we had had another past, we would look different and our body would be different. Maybe we would be healthier. Maybe we would be in another shape. But this is how we are now, and we know ourselves best why, and it's okay. It's okay to start from there. So I really wish you joy with the idea of having no judgment and just play with that for a day, maybe 2. And you can tune into this feeling of how would I breathe? How would I move again and again? It's a very fun exercise. Also, if you want to go deeper with that topic of freely moving without the shame, there's a really, really fun Hollywood movie I can recommend. And the name is I Feel Pretty. Just watch the trailer, see if you resonate with it. You might not. But it's really funny because it's about a woman who's like not the perfect body size, shape and size, not the perfect body shape or size. And then because of an accident, she just thinks she is, while her body didn't change, and how that impacts her life. It's really fun to watch. Have a wonderful day. However your size, however your shape, this is where you start and you're just fine.